Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my Sarvananda channel. I was here doing a little meditation, a little workout routine. And I decided to read a little Robert Adams. And this is what I want to share with you. So, a reading from Robert Adams. I am raising the vibration with this. Catch your mind. It just wants to stay there. It enjoys it. It likes it. The mind, for some reason, is turned on with complication, with a lot of stuff going on where the mind can focus. It's like a torch when you're welding something. All that energy just melts the tip and everything in front of it, and it's a beautiful glowing light. But you have to keep it moving. Can't stop. So these are just excerpts. Robert Adams is talking to a crowd of seekers. We're all seekers. Even the people that don't know they're seekers too. Catch yourself. What are you thinking about? It's those very thoughts that keep you from awakening. Always catch yourself thinking and ask yourself, to whom do these thoughts come? Even if they're good thoughts, it makes no difference. There's something within you that knows what to do. There is a power greater than you that knows how to take care of you without your help. All you got to do is to surrender to it. If I would be talking in a Christian sense and putting Jesus and God and all the Christian talk in this, it would be pretty close. It would catch the essence of Jesus, of his message. When everything is given up mentally, your vasanas, your habits, the things that we have held on to for so long will automatically break loose and you will find freedom. We're living in this shell that surrounds us. It surrounds our being, our true being. Imagine that being a little infinitesimal seed that is aware, that it sees, it perceives, it feels. It is your consciousness. It is you, basically. And it's somewhere in your body, maybe your head, maybe your fingertip. I'm right here. But you got something covered around it, and maybe not in this size of my head. Maybe it's just very little. And it covers the real you, and that is your mind. And instead of you seeing something clear, it all gets jarbled up and your attention gets distracted in different ways. Have you ever seen those spheres, those crystal or glass spheres that have something like plasma looking, magnetic, and you put your hand on it and it attracts it, and it is there, and you put your finger on it, and all of that beam from the center goes right into your tip. It is magnificent. That is when, like mind, when we are super concentrated on something. But when we're not and we remove the finger, it's cool. There is no expenditure. There is no little glowy little arm sticking out. There's something there, just kind of feeling, but nothing there. So now you put your entire hands or in somebody else's hands and you're all covered. The lights go, they don't know where to go, to this finger, that finger, and that is us. That is me. It's just like, I do too much. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to fix here. All right. So, continuing on with reading from the book of Robert Adams. The no-mind state is where you come from practicing to the place in silence where there are no thoughts to bother you any longer. This is the no-mind state. You get there through self-inquiry. That's the fastest way, but that's not realization. Self-realization is when the mind is pulled completely into the spiritual heart. Liberation, moksha, self-realization, is when the mind that's left over in the silence is pulled completely into the spiritual heart. At that time, the whole mind, the I, dissolves completely, and you are free. So, in Robert Adams's approach to reaching this mental liberation, to being able to see it from his perspective, from a liberation standpoint, from a place where my troubles are no more. They are the mind. And the mind creates the ego and the personas and who I am. I am an engineer. I am a doctor. I need PhD after my name. How silly we are. Because when you're awake, imagine everybody would be awakened and here you go, Dr. Jack Wack says, I need my letters after my name. I earned them. I am a doctor. What? Yeah. Continuing on. It is only when you become an empty vessel that the truth, which you really are, can shine forth. When you have too much head knowledge, you keep yourself back. When you have too much book knowledge, you keep yourself from awakening. This is why words are always inadequate. You are already liberated. All the stuff that I studied and all the theology that I messed with, and it was more like legalities. It was not theology. It was more like, this is this, so this gives you that, and that's why we follow this, because we believe it, that it looks from this aspect and this little angle, and that is our sacred truth. Yay! I'm glad I studied theology. I'm glad I went through the priesthood, what is it? Bug? I learned so much. I learned exactly what was real and what was not. I learned that everything but the I is real, and all the other shit is just made up. Anyway, let's continue with our good man, Robert Adams. He's a teacher. He sacrificed his time and his dedication to explain this to us. And although I still have a hard time wrapping this around my head or in between my head or inside my head, down to my beingness. Because, I mean, it's so simple when you're there. It's like, duh, don't you know? Like, man, just sit there for 40 days and, drink some water. And you'll get it. You'll get it. I did 2 30-day retreats. I still didn't get what they wanted me to get. Well, you just have to have faith in it and go blindly and just accept it how it is. I even tried that, but you can't fool yourself. If you think you can fool yourself, you can't. But some people have no problem with that. Stay away. Do not engage. Continuing on with Robert Adams. You have no problems. It has been your ego all the time fooling you, making you believe that something is wrong, and you've been playing hide and seek, trying to find God here, there, and everywhere, when all the time God was within yourself as yourself. I had this experience. I meditated for many days and I fasted, and I came to the realization that I'm in this human creature body, and I give at awareness to these selves, these characters that I have, that I am, the person that I am. Oh, I'm Servando. Oh, and I'm Angel, and I'm Servando, and I'm high, and I'm he, and I'm who. And all that dissolved, and all I was just there. I was like, oh, how simple this is. How quiet, how pure. Wow. I looked at everything and I was like, I am God. I am a miracle, and I can think, and the perspective comes from me, and I can observe all of existence. Who is God? I've been searching in the wrong place. I am God. The I, not this, that I am God, the creator. I was part of the creation. I was part of the everything. I was part of everyone. I am the same suchness that everyone has, and we're all God. Done. I didn't really market it, but who cares to know? If I knew, I was enough. Continuing. When you stop searching and you calm down and you put your books away and you confront yourself and see what you're all about, That will bring about bliss faster than anything you can ever imagine or ever do. That's what I want. The truth is, you are nobody. You are nothing. Yet you're everything. How can you be nobody and everything? Because you're not one thing. Notice when I stop talking, how quiet it becomes in your mind. This is the state I'm referring to, the state in between thoughts, when there is nothing going on in that second, in that moment, when the mind is total quiet. The thoughts are not moving any longer. This is your true self in that moment, in between thoughts. Stay in that moment. Learn to put yourself in that state, whether you are in the marketplace or in a temple, whether you are, learn to be still. It makes no difference what is going on around you. It makes no difference what other people are doing. I'll add to that. It makes no difference what other people are thinking. Thank you for watching. Thank you for this time. This is Servando. Catch me in another video.